Variance within the program means literally you do anything and everything that life, nature, sport could throw at you. It's literally preparing you for life outside the walls of the gym.
Variance is unique to CrossFit in that we lean heavily into expanding athletes outside their comfort zones. And that expanding outside their comfort zones leads to a broader adaptation and a broader capacity overall as a person than you would get if you were just a specialist. So they can't just be strong or just be fast. They have to be fast and strong and skilled and have great long-term endurance. The basic things that you would vary would be rep schemes, loading, time domains, movement patterns, and the type of equipment that you would use in a training program. But the next level of variance also includes uncommon combinations of different movements or equipment patterns that you would see in competition. And I think that's what part of the CrossFit Games embodies, is it honors the athletes by intentionally taking them out of the routines that they train in.
You know, I think if you look at the CrossFit Games specifically over the last 10, 12, 14, 15 years, whatever, the programming has pushed the evolution in capacity, right? It's like 2010, the 135 snatch for Amanda was tough. There has to be a new challenge being thrown at people to help them develop and evolve, and that's what we're all trying to go for.
One of the statements that's written in CrossFit is learn and play new sports, right? And so the ability to take something like a traditional handstand walk and add an object, or maybe even add a freestanding handstand push-up to it, is an appropriate test given the adaptation that the athletes are getting and the requirement to test those athletes at the top margins of performance.
Every year you see movements that athletes cannot do. And oftentimes the best of the best rise to the occasion, but you're gonna see where people are stopped dead in their tracks, and that's okay. But what you find is they come back the next year and they've mastered that skill.
I think intentional variance means looking at the capacities of an athlete and finding out what's just slightly outside, or in some cases far outside their training, but is appropriate to the capacity of the athlete. Meaning appropriate that it is achievable, and maybe not even achievable at the present state, but it sets the tone for future years and what will be achievable as they continue their training. When you look back over the 15 years of CrossFit Games programming and the programming that you see at this year's finals, there is a theme, and it's continually raising the bar for the athletes so that people now know where they should be going.
It's gotta be cool, it's gotta be unique, it's gotta push things forward, but it's gotta be rooted in who we are.